Hi, this is Jenny Kassan. I often get questions from entrepreneurs about B Corps and benefit corps. What are they? Should I form one? What are all the different options? And it is a really interesting question because there's a lot of different choices when it comes to this question. So just to give you a little background, a B Corp is it's a type of certification that you can have, and you don't have to be a corporation to get it, even though it does have corp in the name, B Corporation. And this certification has been around for a while. I actually have that certification, even though my company is a sole proprietorship. And but any company can get that certification if they're able to show that they have practices that are benefiting the world, their workers, the environment, the community, and also if they commit to considering all company stakeholders when making a decision and not putting the shareholders' interest first above everything else. So that's kind of the simple part. If you want to go for the certification, you just go to bcorporation.net and you find the information that's required to apply for the certification. There is an annual fee that you pay to be able to use the logo and be part of the community, and I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful movement. But then the question becomes, should I change the structure of my entity, my business entity, to be a benefit corporation? And that's where it gets a little more complicated. So in addition to B Corp certification, you actually can choose a structure under state law that commits you to considering the interests of all company stakeholders and not putting shareholders first, and also protects you from any shareholder lawsuits that might arise from making decisions that don't always put the shareholders first. And there's many different choices, so it depends somewhat what state you're in. So for example, I think there's about at least half of the states in the country have adopted benefit corp statutes, and they're not all the same. So you would need to look at the statute in your state and decide, do you want to form under that statute? There's also a statute under Delaware law called the Public Benefit Corporation, which is basically another type of benefit corporation that you could choose to form under even if you're not in Delaware, because investors find that more attractive. Some investors find that more attractive. And then to make it even more complicated, there's actually some other statutes as well called social purpose corporations, which are similar to benefit corporations, but not quite the same. So, and then also you do have to be a corporation if you want to form under one of these statutes. So the decision to be a certified B Corp, I'd say if you do, if it's a community you resonate with, if you resonate with the values, I highly recommend it. Whether to form under one of these new statutes, benefit corp statutes, social purpose corporation statutes, public benefit corporation statute in Delaware, is a little bit of a more complicated question depending on your particular circumstance, but I do believe there are some real benefits there. Also, if you are a certified B Corp and you are a corporation, they highly encourage you to go ahead and form one under one of those statutes. So that's another thing to consider as well. If you'd like access to all 20 videos and a lot more resources, visit jennykassan.com.